Okay, I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video we have another book haul.
Oh Lord, again.
Okay, it is now October. However, I have not done my September book haul yet. So if you're new to my channel, every month I end up doing a book haul because shopping is my therapy. Books are my therapist. And that's okay coming from a therapist. I can say that. So I like to buy books. I like to gift books. So a lot of the books that I have here behind me are ones that, yes, I bought for myself, but I am a member of several like gift exchange groups on Instagram. So I get a lot of books gifted to me as I give them out to others. So that's the spiel. I don't want to talk too much in the beginning because I'm a rambler. I like to talk. We're trying to keep this snip to the point of the book haul. So I think I have less than I did last month. So you go Gun Coco because this was hard. I do think I have 20, which last month was 30. So she's doing good. She's doing good. Okay, let's just get into this book haul. Okay, so I have them here in no particular order. A little side note for those of you who are new and then just catching book hauls for the first time from me. Sometimes I don't know what my book's about because I haven't read it yet.
I don't know her.
I may know a genre, I may know a little bit about it, but for the most part, we're just kind of going in blind for a lot of these books because like I'll add them to my wish list and I'll forget they're there, and then they finally show up at my house and I'm like, totally forgot about you. That's okay. But can we, appreciate the whole Sophie Lark rep right now with my Love Larks hoodie? But yeah, okay. Because it's fall. It's chilly here. And you know what? I'm thriving. I'm loving it. The leaves are changing. They're falling on the ground. Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. Okay. So the first book here that I'm going to talk about is Transcendence by Shay Savage. Oh, it's not Matt. Oh, it's not Matt. There we go. Okay. So what I know about this book is that our heroine somehow gets transported back into the cave times and they can't communicate with each other. So like he can't speak, she can, but he can't understand her. So we get a lot of like inner dialogue from him, and a lot of times like he is for sure that's his soulmate, you know? So it's a lot of just like, I guess like body language, maybe learning about each other through that. I do know there's just like the way he thinks in his mind is like, wow, no one's going to even like my soulmate because she talks way too much, which I can relate. Okay. But yeah, I've heard about this. It's not a very long book, which I am happy about. 200 and some pages. We're fine with that. But I've heard about it and I was just like, you know what? I do want to try this out. So we're going to give this a shot and see how I like it. The next book, I totally forgot that I got this month. That's what happens. It happens to me a lot. Okay, this one is From the Embers by Ali Martinez. I've heard a lot about this book as well. So in this book, we are following two couples. The wives, I think, are friends. And then, of course, like the husbands are friends, I think, as well. And they all, get together. So they get together for a night and I guess just to hang out. And a fire breaks out in the house. Our hero is adamant that he is saving his wife because he recognizes the dress. However, he did not realize that his wife had given the dress to her friend who is married to someone else, and he ends up saving her instead. So the two spouses end up dying, and then these two are left to kind of pick up the pieces. And I think they end up moving in together. So to help the kids recover and just kind of cope with what's going on, they all move in together, and you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a romance, and I'm sure it's going to be a great time. So I'm definitely excited to get into this one because it sounds very emotional, and you know me and my emotional books. The next book is Only Mine by Laura Pavlov, which is the last book in her Honey Mountain series. I haven't read any of these books yet. No, I haven't. I do know there's small town romances in each. I don't know if they're following brothers, or they're following sisters, or they're just following friends of, not quite sure. I do know this one, I think, is like an enemies to lovers, dislike to love. They get off on the wrong foot. It don't matter. Like, I buy these, like, I hear great things about these books, but the covers are what draw me in every single time. I love her covers. Do not give me a discreet. Ooh, you know how me and the discreet covers are. I just love a good man or couple on the cover. Like, I am not ashamed to let you know what I'm reading. I love it. So yeah, I don't know much, but I do know that I think I own them all. I think I have one more, and then I'll have them all, and then I could binge them if I want. Are they on KU? Yes, they are. But there's just some books that I know I'm going to want to read physically, and these happen to be it. Okay, next up, we've got Painted Scars by Neva Altaj, which is book 1 in her Broken series. Oh, what is it called? Perfectly Imperfect. That's what it's called. So this is Mafia. They're really short too, by the way. That is amazing. But each book is following a different couple, and the hero, I think it's the heroes in each one of these books, has some sort of disability that makes them think that they're imperfect, Imperfectly Perfect series. There you go. It's pretty tie in. But I've heard such great things. I think there's 8 books in the series. So I love myself a good mafia. I love dark romance, and I love I just love romance. So I'm excited to get to read this. I can't remember exactly what this one is about. Like I said, sometimes I don't know, but I do know the trope, mafia, and that's all I need to know. Oh, okay. So the next 4 books are all part of a series, and I can't remember what the series is called. But they're all by Emery Rose. So we've got When the Stars Fall, which is book 1. We've got When the Storm Breaks. Hello, you're gorgeous, just like the first guy. When We Were Reckless. Again, hello to you. And then When Wrecked Meets Ruined. And hello to you too. Like, come on. These models are fantastic. But I do believe this is a series surrounding brothers. So I do know that each book's a different trope. I do know one is like, I think from the, an army vet. That's all I know. It doesn't matter. Like, they were selling these books for less together than they would have been on Amazon. So I was like, I'll take them all. I'll take them all. Have I read anything by her? No, but I'll take them all and hope for the best. That's just how I do things. But if you've read these before, let me know if you like them. But I'm sure I will, just for the cover alone, because I will judge a book by its cover. And those covers, they're gorgeous. Okay, the next book I have is Ruthless Rival by L.J. Shen. This book, I think, is like it's not second chance kind of thing, because when they were younger, I'm pretty sure he was the housekeeper's son of the heroine, and they played together, they spent time together, like he was her first kiss, and I think some sort of tragedy happens after that. It probably has to do with like her dad being like, he's not good enough for you, and blah blah blah. He gets sent away. And years later go by, and her dad is a publicist, I think. No, she is a publicist for her father, and he gets sued, and I'm not sure if the guy from the beginning is going to be his defense attorney or the prosecuting attorney. I assume it's going to be prosecuting because it's a rival. But courtroom love, I'm here for it. Again, I have not read any L.J. Shen yet, so I do have a few of her books now, so we'll see when I get to them. Oh, I forgot I got this book. See, book hauls are so much fun because I forget, I put them in a pile as soon as they come to my house so I can do the book haul at the end of the month, and I always forget what I get. We've got The Good Girl by Nikki Salone. This is I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last book in the Nashville Neighborhood series, but this one is following the boy from the first book whose girlfriend his ex-girlfriend ended up with his dad. And I guess this is kind of like his redemption story. But it's him and it's his best friend slash business partner's younger sister, because she's the good girl and she would like to not be the good girl anymore. You know, I can somewhat relate. Like, growing up, I was the good girl. Just, I didn't do anything, you know. My parents never had to worry about me. I mean, not that I grew up and was like, I want to be bad now, but I can get the whole, you know, being the good girl motif and not, I got that much part. I can't say that I went on a wild streak or anything, but I was one of the good girls. So I still need to read this series. I haven't done it yet, but I own them all. I own them all, and we're just going to have to get to it eventually. And then so I had started buying the Sugar Lake, I think it's the Sugar Lake series by Emily McIntyre, and I had the old covers. By the time I started buying them, she was like, ooh, guess what? No, I'm snatching those back up, and I am changing the covers. So I was like, oh, of course you are. Oh, of course you are. So I went ahead and I bought the first book in the series with the new covers, which are just as gorgeous. Like, don't get me wrong. The covers with the people were gorgeous, but like these are even more more gorgeous. These are even more gorgeous. I think this is a small town. This is Beneath the Stars, and I don't know if this is Second Chance. I think it is. Don't quote me. I also didn't look on the back of the book, but by now we should all know, unless you're new here, that for a good portion of the book hauls, I don't know what they're about. We know! Next we have Tempt Me by K.A. Tucker. This is book 1 in the Wolf Hotel series, which Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl, like, loves the series. She is always raving about this series. I will link her channel down below if you don't watch her. But, like, I feel like it's somewhat, I don't even want to say, like, 50 Shades of Grey vibes, but, like, he is, like, a billionaire, and she comes to work at this hotel. I think it's in Alaska, and I don't know if there's 3 or 4 books. But you know what? We're going to give it a shot. It's not that long, which is fantastic. What is on the cover? I just felt something sticky. We love that, Amazon, don't we? But yeah, we're going to give it a shot and see how I like it. I mean, I've read K.A. Tucker before, so it's not like, you know, I don't know how, you know, if I like her writing. But we'll just see if I like the book. Have I read K.A. Tucker before? What would she have written? Wait, who wrote Ravenhood series? K.A. Tucker? Wait a second. I'm so confused. Have I not? I could have sworn. Or The Simple Wild. That's what it is The Simple Wild. I knew I read a K.A. Tucker. The Simple Wild. The next book we've got is, so my parents went on vacation and they had FaceTimed me while they were at a store, and they're like, do you want us to pick you up a book? And I'm like, oh my God, yes. Yes, I do. You know that, like, that's the way to my heart. So they were like FaceTiming looking at books. I'm like, stop right there. So I was like, give me that one. This is Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy, which I technically know now, after I got this, that is the second book in a series. I think this is new adult. I don't think this is adult. I think it's new adult, like, is it Lancaster Prep series or something like that? I don't know. I purely got this because people talk about it a lot. So they say it's good. So we're just going to go. We're just going to go buy it. But I really did not need to have that little sticker thing on there that says as seen on TikTok. I really don't care. I really don't care about TikTok. You could say as seen on BookTube. Like, what's so special about TikTok? I don't know. But I do know it's a romance. I just don't know. Why, who, tropes, don't know. But that's okay. The next book is Mad About You by Brooke Cumberland, which is part 1 in the Intern trilogy. These are really short, by the way. I was just on her page on Amazon, and I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds interesting. So this is a CEO boss intern romance, which we all know that should not go. That's probably not the best ethically. But we're going to, you know, I'm probably going to thrive and love this because of it. But I honestly, wait, and if you guys did not know, Brooke Cumberland is also Brooke Montgomery, who just wrote the Here With Me, Come With Me. It's the new book that just came out. I think it's Here With Me. Or was that the prequel? I don't know. But it's the same person, so if you didn't know. Which she was also part of Kennedy Fox, which was a duet partnership with someone else. So, be interested to see how I like this. It's very forbidden. You know, he's not supposed to date the intern, and because he's the soon-to-be CEO. So, should be interesting. And then I bought myself Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I still don't know how to say her last name. I talked about this in my fall TBR because I thought it would be a good fall-ish book. The sides are sprayed red, which just reminds me of blood and spooky times, and it's amazing. So, in this book, we are following our heroine who needs a job. She does need a job, so she sees that a villain is looking for an assistant. That just sounds cozy. I don't know why it doesn't. I know why does it sound cozy. I don't know, but it does. It's like giving me fall-ish vibes. So, we're going to try this out and see if I like it. I hear that it's like, it's not like heavy on the romance, which is fine. Like, I don't always have to read a romance. I love thrillers, but like romance is what I primarily talk about on here. But we're going to see if I enjoy it. And then I went ahead and bought myself Blockshot by Kennedy Ryan because I have Longshot already, which now I'm confused as to which book's which. I don't know which one's first. It must have been Longshot. Okay, so I still need Hookshot, which isn't at Walmart yet. So I did get this one. I, again, haven't read any Kennedy Ryan yet. I will eventually. I will get to them. But I just wanted to have the second book. So once I get the third, then I can binge. Because remember, like I said, there's some books I know I'm going to want to read in person and have a physical copy of. So again, this was one of them. And then I was at Walmart, you know. And as I was perusing, I just had to get another Katie Robert book. Because for me, I feel like Katie Robert books are great, like just like palette cleansers. You know, it's like not too deep, not too like serious at sometimes, you know. So I got Twisted Secrets, which was published underneath a different name before she got picked up by everybody. Which reminds me, I was at the bookstore at my mall the other day, and I was just so happy to see so many indie authors' books in there now because they've been picked up by publishers. I was like, holy crap. I was like, there's Anna Huang, there's, you know, I say there were so many, and then I'm like, I can't remember the names, but there was a lot, okay? There was a lot of different authors there. But this one is part of her O'Malley series, I think. It's a Mafia series. So I have 1, 2, 3. I don't even know if it's a series together or if they're numbered, but I do have at least 3 of the O'Malley books. Next, I was gifted Vandal by Carrie and Cole, which is book 2 in the Storm and Embers series. Holy moly, that was a loud sneeze. Embers and Ashes. This is book 2. So I'm pretty sure this is following a rock group. I think they're all rock star romances. But look, ever since I read Don't Kiss the Bride by Carrie and Cole, I just want to read all of her books. So I'm just like been collecting. I've been collecting. Have I been reading them yet? No, but I've just been collecting and it's going great. The collection's going great. And then from, where did I buy these? Panko Books? Yeah, I think I did. Of course I did. I got myself Juniper Hill and Garnet Flats, which I don't remember which books are 2 and which books are 3. But I already have Indigo Ridge, so I still need 2 more to finish so then I could read the books. I know, they're on KU. I know, but I need the physical copies. So now I have them. These are small town. I think they have a little bit of suspense. Yeah, we're just going to go into it, see how I really hope, I really do hope I like them because I'm already buying them. That's just how I am. And then the last book is oh no, you fall. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Okay, so the last book is the creme de la creme, okay? So I got my, Mystic Box was doing an add-on, like a special box, and they did, St. Abby's the Mind F series. So, have I read it? No. Am I going to read it? Yes. I have all full intentions of reading that book because Criminal Mind vibes, just come on, like Dr. Reed, hello. But I knew, like, have you ever just, like, heard of a book and you're like, that's going to be it. That's going to be my favorite book. That's why I got this. This is why I got this special edition, because I needed it. So, here is the front of it. This is the dust jacket. I will take it off in a second. And then we've got the back, which is, I'm assuming, him and her in like this silver foiling. We've got her on the side with the sprayed edges. And then when you take off the dust jacket, ooh, don't mind me. Okay. We've got the inside cover with, I'm assuming, her, and then the signature, and then look at this cover. Shut your face. This is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. And then we've got the spine, and then we've got the back of the book, and then that's the end pages for there. But inside, ooh, listen, she's like, you haven't even opened me. Stop crinkling my pages. So you go to the first page. It's got like the blood splatter on the title page. And then those are kind of what like the first chapters. That's what the first chapter looks like. And every chapter, this apple gets bigger and rotted. And like by the end of the book, the first like page of the chapter is black. So that is beyond gorgeous. I don't care what anyone says. I am so glad I got this book. I don't care. I haven't even read it yet. Couldn't care less. Had to have it. It was too pretty not to have. And it's coming back in here for now because she's too pretty. Okay. That is it. Those are all the books for September. If you're wondering, Katie, have you already started one for October? I did. There's like 5-6 books here already. Let's not talk about it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you read any of these books. I would love to know your thoughts, but please no spoilers. Or if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you were here, leave me the apple emoji, because that book had the apple at the beginning of the chapters, plus apple butter. Apple cider. It's fall. I love it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you're new and would like to join the family, I would love for you to stick around. All my social media is linked down below as always. My Goodreads, my Instagram, if you want to stay more up to date and day to day with what I am reading. But I hope you guys have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you out in the next one. Bye, guys. But a majority of them, I am members. What am I? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a therapist. What is the word I'm looking for? Cope. Woo, recover.